And with the biggest hand in the world, Bret the Hitman Hart. I'm going to start calling that figure Bret the Hitman Hand. Funny joke. Now we have some smaller figures, some Squinkies WWEs, if anyone remembers these. This guy, who I have no clue who this is. Kind of hard to tell, maybe Kurt Angle? I don't know, he's wearing a singlet. Ron Killings, R-Truth. I'll find out his name in a minute when I cut the cameras. This would be The Undertaker. Brodus Clay. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Kane. Sorry about that, everyone. That was really bugging me with the wrestling figures that I had gotten wrong. So I went back and checked, and I'll give you the full list of these figures. So Kane, R-Truth. This is Santino Marella, surprisingly. Brodus Clay, Ted DiBiase. This is Kevin Nash, not The Undertaker. Alberto Del Rio, The Rock, Sin Cara, Sheamus, Triple H, and John Cena. Now we're moving on to my microaggression figures. Tommy Dreamer, Rey Mysterio, Bobby Lashley, CM Punk, Kane, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. Now, advancing to my WCW figures, we have Sting with Pilate action. The Macho Man with thrust action. Kevin Nash with Pilate action, but not to the extent of Sting. No figures are standing up. That's one problem with these figures. They can't stand. Diamond Dallas Page with arm back action. That's it for those WCW figures. Now on to an ECW figure that I have. I believe it's ECW. We have Sabu. And Sabu is one of my favorite Extreme wrestlers. He has this. So I guess it's kind of like a slap attack. I believe so, at least. And I'll put him right there. Next figure is a blood variant figure. I do not know what company this is from, but this is a King Kong Bundy figure. It's a pretty strange figure. I mean, singlet's a little short. He has these possessed demon eyes. Really strange sculpt, but I like it. It's a cool figure. Happy I got it for my birthday a few years back. Now we're moving on to a figure that was a swapped pack figure. If anybody remembers a few videos ago when I showed the Victoria Tara figure, this was the repacked figure with her. This looks to be a TNA body figure with a Dolph Ziggler head. Do not question this figure. I do not understand it. I don't know. I bought it for some reason. I bought it for the reason, like, either that was a Jax Vicky Guerrero, I thought, or I had thought that I'll get a diva that I don't have, and I did, Victoria Tara. I don't have her. Next up, we have two dollar store wrestling figures that I customized. So this guy, which I painted his hair and beard a little bit to make him look like Scott Steiner. Now, this is not the Scott Steiner appearance I mentioned earlier. He's actually going to show up literally later on. And then, this next one is supposed to be Mike Tyson. I just colored the trunks completely red, which didn't really work out that well. But still, I wanted a Mike Tyson figure to go along with my DX. And next up are the worst customs you'll ever find on YouTube. Back before I got my black Sin Cara, this was my Hunico Sin Cara, which is just amazing. Just going to tuck him off to the side behind Bundy. And then I made the Shield. Roman Reigns, back when he had the small tattoo. Dean Ambrose, all I did was cut off the ponytail. And Seth Rollins with half of his hair colored yellow and a beard. Oh my god. What have I done? The Shield, everybody. At least they're distinguishable. At least you can tell, oh, those are just crappy Shield bootlegs. I'm sorry if I offended any Shield fans with these awful, awful customs. And that's it for customs. This figure is really strange, too. It is a D-Generation X-Bear I remember there maybe being a Stone Cold Bear and a Mankind Bear where I got this, but I wanted the DX one. Next, we have a referee that I had gotten for Christmas a few years ago from a wrestling figure site. I cannot remember which site. Let me just take the camera out a little bit. So he fits in more with the actual wrestling figure scale. I think he may be just a bit taller. He's more like a doll. Now that you can see him, let me just move him back. And then we have a ring announcer, who is also, for some reason, the cameraman. Don't know why I gave him the camera equipment, but still. The ring announcer. And then when you end up getting an official referee figure and an official ring announcer figure, they really become obsolete, but I still use them. Like, sometimes WWE would have secondary referees. I would use him, and I haven't gotten an announcer figure yet, so this guy stays, but when I eventually get one, he's going to be just tossed off to the side or put on the shelf, but still, good figure. Now we're showing my TNA figures. These guys are interesting. They're actually pretty good. Better than the Jakks Deluxe Gresham figures because they have some more articulation. This is Devon Dudley. You're just Devon in this company. Looks pretty good. Harder than hardcore Devon. Happy he's back in the WWE. My first TNA figure, I believe, Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett's annoying. Just gonna say that. Not my favorite. The appearance that I mentioned by Scott Steiner. In his more recognizable form with the white hair. Don't know why I gave him yellow hair on my custom. Sorry about that. These figures keep falling over because they're tiny and have no support. Just like college kids. Alright, next up we have Kurt Angle, which I had jumped out of my pants when I found this figure when I was little in Walgreens of all places. The figure was expensive, though, like $13, $15, something like that. Ringside exclusive Earl Hebner figure. Pretty good figure. Happy to finally get an Earl Hebner to go along with my Montreal Screwjob set of Shawn Michaels and Bret the Hitman Hart. An error Jeff Hardy figure. He comes with the TNA Championship, but one of his legs was screwed up. Anyone else have this defect with their figure? Mine may be the only one. I don't know. But that was my Jeff Hardy figure for a while before I got the Elite one. Ringside exclusive Great American Bash Sting. Or Bash at the Beach, my mistake. No, maybe it is Great American Bash. It probably is. Don't correct me in the comments because I will know after the video ends. With a photocopied NWO Championship from my Elite 16 Scott Hall. Kevin Nash, which you guys will see later on. Just moving him. Alright, I have two figures left. A really old AJ Styles figure with Hype Man action. This was before he grew the beard that everyone recognizes him with today. And my final figure, Hulk Hogan. I got this at a TNA live event. I saw Ric Flair there, and it was awesome. I would have seen Hulk Hogan, Rob Van Dam, and Jeff Hardy, but my mom made us leave because she saw the Divas come out. Yeah, that was nuts. So thank you everybody for watching. That is my miscellaneous figure collection. Let me really zoom out to get a good view on that. So hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. Rodimus Punk out.